A young man, from a small island rising to become one of the most powerful leaders in history, Napoleon Bonaparte's journey from obscurity to glory is nothing short of extraordinary. His rise to power is filled with ambition, military genius, and political maneuvering that changed the course of history. To see more interesting content like this, smash the like button and subscribe.
I guess one would think, in terms of people like Julius Caesar or Alexander. And I would say in many ways he's greater.
He's one of the most influential military leaders of all time.
Napoleon was exceptional in that he was genuinely loved by his men.
Napoleon Bonaparte was born on August 15, 1769, in Ajaccio, Corsica. His family belonged to the Italian nobility, and his father, Carlo Bonaparte, was a lawyer who supported the Corsican nationalist leader Pasquale Apolli.
Prior to the French Revolution, Napoleon is someone who is essentially condemned to mediocrity. He comes from the minor gentry of a part of France which has only been incorporated into France shortly before his birth. His family are moderately influential on a local level.
He has a large number of siblings, a lot of outdoor activities, not a lot of luxury, a mother, Laetitia, who's very much down to earth, and a father who is involved in politics, but in many ways is a bit useless when it comes to things like, running the family finances, gambling, or, he leaves the family impoverished. So Carlo is probably not somebody that a young boy would necessarily look up to.
Corsica was a turbulent place, having recently been transferred to French control from the Republic of Genoa. This backdrop of conflict and national identity shaped Napoleon's early ambitions and his desire for power. At the age of 9, Napoleon was sent to mainland France for education. He attended military school in Brienne-le-Château, where he excelled in mathematics and artillery. His education instilled in him a sense of discipline and ambition, setting the stage for his future military career. During his time at the École Militaire in Paris, he developed a keen interest in military strategy and tactics. Napoleon joined the French army as a second lieutenant in 1785. His early career was marked by the chaos of the French Revolution. He quickly distinguished himself during the Siege of Toulon in 1793, where he played a crucial role in recapturing the city from royalists. This victory caught the attention of influential leaders in the revolutionary government, leading to his rapid promotion. In March 1796, just 2 days after marrying Josephine de Beauharnais, Napoleon was appointed commander of the French army in Italy. He was only 26 years old and faced a daunting task leading an underfed and demoralized army of around 40,000 soldiers. The Italian campaign would become a defining moment in his military career. Napoleon's strategic genius quickly became apparent. He implemented bold tactics, using speed and surprise to outmaneuver larger Austrian forces. His promise of wealth and glory motivated his troops, transforming them into a formidable fighting force. He emphasized the importance of morale and discipline, often addressing his soldiers directly to inspire them. One of Napoleon's first significant victories was at the Battle of Lodi in May 1796. His forces crossed a bridge under heavy fire, leading to a decisive win that boosted morale and solidified his reputation as a military leader. The victory at Lodi showcased his ability to inspire his troops and execute daring maneuvers. In November 1796, Napoleon faced the Austrians at the Battle of Arcole. Despite being outnumbered, he used clever tactics to secure another victory, further establishing his dominance in Italy. This battle was significant not only for its military outcome, but also for how it shaped Napoleon's image as a heroic leader. By 1797, Napoleon had achieved a series of stunning victories, leading to the Treaty of Campo Formio. This treaty forced Austria to cede significant territories to France, marking a major turning point in Napoleon's career and establishing him as a national hero. The treaty expanded French territory and influence, significantly altering the political landscape of Europe. The Italian campaign not only solidified Napoleon's military reputation but also allowed him to implement revolutionary ideals in the territories he conquered. He established the Salpine Republic, promoting the principles of the French Revolution, such as liberty, equality, and fraternity. This approach endeared him to many Italians, who saw him as a liberator rather than a conqueror. In 1798, Napoleon launched an ambitious campaign to invade Egypt. His goal was to disrupt British trade routes to India and establish a French presence in the region. This campaign was as much about military conquest as it was about spreading the ideals of the French Revolution and showcasing France's power on a global stage. The campaign faced a major setback at the Battle of the Nile in August 1798. The British Navy, led by Admiral Horatio Nelson, destroyed Napoleon's fleet, leaving him stranded in Egypt. Despite this defeat, Napoleon continued his campaign on land, showcasing his determination and resilience. Napoleon's time in Egypt was marked by significant cultural exchanges. He brought along scientists and scholars, leading to the discovery of the Rosetta Stone and sparking interest in Egyptology. This blending of cultures showcased Napoleon's vision of a modern empire and his desire to elevate France's status in the world. Facing growing unrest and political instability in France, Napoleon decided to return home in 1799, leaving his troops behind. His departure from Egypt marked a turning point, as he sought to capitalize on the political turmoil back in France. Upon returning to France, Napoleon found the government, known as the Directory, struggling with corruption and instability. The economy was in shambles, and public discontent was rising. Sensing an opportunity, Napoleon began to plot his rise to power. On November 9, 1799, 18 Brumaire in the French Revolutionary calendar, Napoleon staged a coup d'état. He overthrew the Directory and established the consulate, positioning himself as first consul. This marked the beginning of his political dominance in France. As first consul, Napoleon implemented a series of reforms to stabilize France. He centralized government power, established the Bank of France, and introduced the Napoleonic Code, which laid the foundation for modern legal systems in many countries. His reforms aimed to restore order and promote economic growth, earning him widespread support. In 1801, Napoleon signed the Concordat with the Pope, which re-established the Catholic Church in France. This agreement helped to mend relations with the Church and provided a sense of stability to the French people. It also demonstrated Napoleon's political acumen in balancing religious authority with state control. In 1800, Napoleon sought to solidify his power by defeating Austria, which had re-entered the conflict against France. He led his troops across the Alps to surprise the Austrian forces in northern Italy. This campaign was crucial for maintaining French dominance in the region. The Battle of Marengo took place on June 14, 1800. Initially, the French were caught off guard and faced heavy losses. However, Napoleon's leadership and the arrival of reinforcements turned the tide, leading to a decisive victory. This battle showcased Napoleon's ability to adapt and overcome challenges on the battlefield. The victory at Marengo secured Napoleon's position as a military leader and solidified French control over northern Italy. It also paved the way for the Treaty of Luneville, which further expanded French territories. This victory was crucial in establishing Napoleon as a dominant figure in European politics. Following his military successes, Napoleon established the consulate, a new government that replaced the Directory. As first consul, he held significant power and began to implement sweeping reforms that would shape France for years to come. One of Napoleon's most enduring legacies is the Napoleonic Code, established in 1804. This legal framework standardized laws across France, promoting principles such as equality before the law and the protection of property rights. The code influenced legal systems worldwide and remains a cornerstone of modern law. Napoleon's rise to power marked the beginning of a new era in Europe. He sought to expand French influence through military conquests and diplomatic alliances. His vision of a French empire would lead to a series of conflicts known as the Napoleonic Wars, reshaping the political landscape of Europe. Napoleon's rise to power from 1796 to 1800 is a remarkable story of ambition, military genius, and political maneuvering. His ability to inspire loyalty among his troops, implement significant reforms, and navigate the complexities of European politics established him as one of history's most influential leaders. Napoleon Bonaparte's rise to power from 1796 to 1800 is a remarkable story filled with ambition, military genius, and political maneuvering. From his early victories in Italy to his strategic brilliance in Egypt and his eventual coup in France, Napoleon transformed himself from a young military officer into one of history's most powerful leaders. His establishment of the consulate and the implementation of the Napoleonic Code laid the groundwork for modern governance in France and influenced legal systems around the world. As we reflect on this period, it's clear that Napoleon's legacy continues to shape our understanding of leadership, governance, and the complexities of power. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe for more engaging content next time.